This is a short video just showing how to disassemble the Hozelock Autoreel. I've got a small problem with this. Officially, you're not meant to take these apart. They say that you're meant to return them. They do come with a 2-year warranty if you've got the receipt, but I don't, and I was given it. So my problem is that the hose has got a split in it. Just here. And there's no way of fixing that really, because the problem is, no matter what you do, it's got to be able to go through this runner here. So even if you were to use to sleeve it somehow, it's going to get caught there. So what I'm going to do, it's not all the way out, not all the way unreeled, but there's about 4 meters of hose I'm going to lose, but it's a small price to pay, because I don't think, no matter what I do, it's going to fail. If I put like a barbed fitting inside with lock wire or something, it's going to be too big to fit through here. So I'm going to show you how to disassemble this. To start off with, you need to remove this part, and you just use a screwdriver to pop this out. You need to take the handle off, you need to take this cover off, and you need to remove all the screws around the outside. So there's a few tools you'll need. I've just got a small flat blade that'll just help with removing this here, and a T20, and that will hopefully reach down into here and it will fit. It's a T20, so it's a Torx 20. If I can get it in there with one hand. Yeah, there you go. So you need to undo all of these screws. But yeah, so a T20, a flat blade, and then I do have more of these, but I'm not sure what the sizes are for the rest of the parts. But I've also got a bit set as well, with all different size Torx bits, which might make them in handy. But you'll find that it's magnetic, so there's a little screw stuck to it. But you'll find that it won't fit in here, so you need to have a proper Torx screwdriver. So I'll try and do all this one-handed to show you how I do it. But you can just pop a screwdriver in there, and then further down, and that'll just pop this section off. And you can just, that's it, you can just leave that on the hose like that. And then next you need to remove the top here. And you do that by just popping a screwdriver in here and just releasing these tabs. Just be careful you don't snap any with the tabs off. Next you'll need to remove the handle off the top. So you just need to pop a screwdriver in here and just release the handle a little bit. And then just pop a little screwdriver under here and just lift this off. Put that with your handle, keep everything together. And then the next part is to remove all the screws. There's one hidden under the handle there. And just work your way around and take them all off. And just find somewhere nice to put all your screws so they don't roll off. So I'm just working my way around, removing all the screws. Now this isn't, this T20 from Halfords, they're not magnetic. So when you get the thread all the way loose, the actual screws completely loose, you'll find that normally, yeah, the screw doesn't come out. So I'm just using the magnetic end of a flat blade. If you've got a small magnet, it'll probably work just as well, but just to pull the screw up. So I really struggle with this. It does actually have a magnetic end, but it's not long enough. Luckily I managed to find like a screwdriver version. It's a bit tight in there, but it does work. It's very deep in the casing. So then you just lift that off, and then you'll expose this. This here will help guide the what's it called? I don't know what you'd call that. Guide, I suppose. Guide roller. Stop it all getting tangled up inside. It kind of like puts it in a fashion. But yeah, so now we've got the unit actually exposed. You can see there's quite a bit of hose still in there, which unfortunately I'm going to have to throw in the bin. Well, I'll keep this little bit of hose, I suppose, for something. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is, you can see inside, that's like the termination. So I'm going to undo this, like it's like a ratcheting clip. I'll try and zoom in. So you can see there's like a ratchet in part there. So you just put a screwdriver in there and that kind of like opens that up, and it's just a clamp really. You could use a Jubilee clip if you wanted to, I suppose. There's no reason why not. But yeah, I'm just going to undo this, and then I'm going to pull this bit of hose, zoom out again, sorry, pull this bit of hose all the way through until I get to the cut. I'm going to cut it and just reattach it. So then I'll lose like 4 meters of hose, but I'll still be able to use this. You could, if you wanted to, feed a new piece of hose all the way through, but a new piece of decent hose is going to be best part of 40 quid or something for something half about decent. So I'm just going to reuse this one. So yeah, that'll be the next thing. So I've removed this little clip. It's like a ratcheting style clip that goes onto the hose. I remove that, and then I just use a knife to slice the end of the hose. There's a spring that runs up through it, I guess it just keeps it kind of inflated. And then I'm just going to pull the rest of the hose through now and reconnect it. So this is the cut in the hose. I'm just going to cut it up here and reattach it. So I fed the new bit of hose through the roller up through here, and it now needs to go on there, but it's quite a tight fit. So what I'm going to do is just warm it up with a lighter here, just to soften it up and push it on. So then you just need to get a bit pair of pliers like these, and just get in there somehow. Try and do it with one hand, and squeeze that together somehow. And I'll try and do a bit of a better job than that. There you go. I've tightened that up now. As you can see, it's pretty much as far as it can go. And then what I'm going to do is just see if I can spin that upside down, because that clip was actually facing towards the bottom when I took it apart. Yeah, there you go. Time to go back together. Just a few things you need to take note of. The belt is on this end. It has got like a guide, so it's unlikely to fall off there. As you can see, it's come off on this end because it's not being supported by the other side of the case. You need to make sure that this is located in properly, which it is. And then when you put the case on, you'll have to pull this away slightly so that it locates in the case. But it'll kind of, it's a bit fiddly, but I'm sure you'll work it out. And then all of these kind of locate on the casing as we go around. But I won't film the bit of actually putting the top back on. It's fairly self-explanatory, but you just need to line everything up of where it should be. So it's difficult to see, but it's located back at the top. The belt up there, it's nice and tight. It's located at the bottom, and it's in the groove here. So it will actually, as the drum goes in, the belt will turn, then it will turn this screw, and it will allow the roller to go up and down, so it doesn't all get tangled inside. And I'm now just doing all the screws up. And just reattach the cover, hang it back up, and that's it. It all works fine.